Yep. Okay. Got it.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Today is Wednesday, July 13th, and welcome to our Wine and Dine. I am your host, Deanna Young. I am from Nova Scotia, Canada. For those of you that don't know me, I've been with Wine Ambassador now for approximately 3.5 years, and it's a lot of fun, you guys, just saying. So tonight we have some cooks for you guys, and they're all gonna share what they're cooking and tell us what they're pairing with wine-wise. And tonight I am drinking the Discoveries Pinot Noir as I'm hosting. And yeah, so Jackie, do you want to go next?
Absolutely. Well, welcome everybody, and I am so honored to be here. They're gonna let me do the toast, God forbid. Holy moly, I thought I was the one that pushed the button. I'm like, oh God, Niall's gonna kill me. But anyway, it is so fun to be here, and I'm not gonna believe, because Deanna and her cooks have a fabulous meal planned for us this evening, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. But I wanted to just take a minute to do a toast. You know, I thought, well, I found out about this about 30 minutes ago, but that's beside the point. But I was thinking through what I was going to say. And first of all, you know, we have great folks that run this company that give us the ability to enjoy beautiful, fine wines and also make a little money on the side. So first of all, I want to start out by saying thank you to Rory, Tanya, Peter, and Brent. And then with that, and since this is a wine and dine, I want to say that drinking fine wine and good food with great friends is the best combination in life. So enjoy the evening and salute.
Cheers.
Salute!
Take it away, dear.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Yumminess. So you guys, I just had a box delivered today. It's been a few months because, you know, Canada's had some problems. So I was super excited. Finally. So I am enjoying one of the bottles. Well, not that I ran out, because I did have quite a bit delivered before, but I did open my Pinot Noir to have tonight. But
one of the bottles?
What's that?
Only one of the bottles? I know better than that.
Just one. Well, no, I had some Rickard left over from last night. So I had like a glass left. Because I just had a couple glasses last night. And then, so I had that before the call. And then I said to Peter, I'm like, yeah, my Rickard's going to be gone before the call. So then I opened my Pinot Noir, which is absolutely delicious. And if there's anybody on here that has not joined yet with Wine Ambassador, oh my goodness. And if you love wine, what the heck are you waiting for? Get on and just join, because it's truly amazing. All right, so let's go to our first cook. Sean, do you want to go first? Or Peter, do you want to go first?
Well, I'll start.
Okay.
I'm just doing a side dish here, or in this time zone, dessert. I'm doing Mexican street corn, which is incredibly simple and absolutely health food. Doesn't involve anything fattening. All I do, I have the corn shucked. I'm just putting it right on the grill. Nothing on it, just making corn on the grill. And I'm just going to be turning that for the next 10, 15 minutes until it's nicely charred. And then I'll be adding more fun stuff to it. So, so I got that going, and then we can hear what Professor Grape has here for us. Sean?
Oh yeah.
Great. Hey, Professor Grape.
Hi. Okay, so I'm Sean Flaming. I have been in Wine Ambassador for 2.5 years. So since about December of 2019. But all right, so here's the deal. I am making a creamy truffle mushroom pasta. I'm pairing it with a Hudson. And the reason I'm doing the Hudson is because I called Laura and she said she's pairing her dessert with with the Hudson. So I figured, you know what? I might as well do the Hudson also. So I figure I'd do this. It's going to go well. It's going to go very well with this this truffle mushroom pasta. And yeah, I'm just starting it off. So I'm cooking mushrooms. I've got garlic in there. I got some stuff to say about truffles because truffles are pretty cool. But yeah, go on to Laura and then I'll get going and come back.
I have to say that anything made with mushrooms is my absolute favorite. And I swear to God, I wish I was next door to you, Sean, right now, because I'd be like standing right there and I'd be like hosting and like eating this pasta. Like, oh man, anything with mushrooms, I absolutely love. It's just absolutely my favorite.
Yeah, and truffles.
Oh yes, it's just like I may need a bib. I'm gonna start drooling on myself. Like,
I know we were sitting on the beach earlier thinking, oh God, it's just a little too far to make it in time for him.
Yum, yummy.
So Laura, what you got?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm excited to be here today because on Deanna's team are pretty much most of the Canadians, right? So I'm in Toronto. So you got two Canadians on the Wine and Dine, right, Joel? You hear me? I too got my wine this week and helped everyone else get their wine. So I was really happy about that. Made me happy. So I've only been with Wine Ambassador probably since about I think August-ish. But yeah, I love wine. I travel the world with my husband drinking wine all over the place. And I can tell you that Wine Ambassador are some of the best wines that I've had. Napa and Sonoma are my favorite region. I love New World wines and I like the really big cabs. Those are my favorites, as well as some of the Merlots. Right, Sean? He's not there, but it's a joke.
Oh, either.
So you got to hear this before I tell you what I'm making. So we're doing a wine tasting in Hawaii with all the leaders. And I call our AVP, our Grand Cru, a fancy Merlot. And Sean gets upset, right? And he's like, it's not a Merlot. I'm like, it's fancy, right? And he's getting upset. So now when I have my fancy Merlot, I make sure that Sean knows about it. All right. So we're not doing that tonight. So I'm making mini strawberry shortcakes and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in a way where you can make it from scratch, not the cake. I'm just justifying that. We do not have that much time. But the insides and how I do the strawberry, you can do it by making the insides from scratch kind of thing, or from a mix, or the really quick, 5-minute dessert, pull it off the shelf, put it together. It looks awesome. Let's go. Right. So I'm going to show you the two ways to do that. And then I'm going to pair it with the Hudson. And at the very end of the call, I'm going to saber the Hudson open because I have a knife I bought from France. So everybody will get a chance to see what that looks like. And then we're going to drink it. So yeah, it's going to be exciting.
As long as you're not sabering your husband, we're good.
I thought about it.
Yeah. This is not rated R, you guys.
No,
all right, that's my dish.
but I got good news for you for people who like the big cabs and the Merlots. The July wines just started shipping, and we have the Encinitas cab, the new vintage, and the new vintage of the Rickard Merlot, both coming this
Oh, yay! That makes me so happy. I'm like a huge red wine lover. Like white, honestly, you guys, I've never been like a huge fan of white, but even like since I've tried the whites with Wine Ambassador, they're amazing. I still do prefer red over white, but I gotta say, paired with the right food, wow, like it really is incredible. Oh, Peter, you just like blacked
I
right
know. My camera just decided it was dark out.
Yeah.
I'm outside here and it's getting a little dark. So
but yeah, absolutely, definitely. So if anybody is on here, like I said, and you haven't, joined One Ambassador, come in as a customer, because if you join as a customer, it's you can join and just get 4 bottles a month shipped to you every month, and you can change it up whether you want all red, all white, or a mixture. Just try it. Nothing's stopping you. What's it going to hurt, right? Our wines are so good that, you know, really, when most people go to the liquor store and they go to buy wines, they look at the label, what the label looks like, and they look at what the name is. That's how they judge it, right? And I mean, I know I've done that in the past, not knowing anything. Not that I'm far from an expert on knowing wine, you know, except for like Sean Fleming. He kicked butt in our wine tasting in Hawaii, you guys, just saying. Anyway, he's like our wine connoisseur, besides Peter. But yeah, you know, these wines, I'm like way impressed. I mean, and I share them with my parents. My parents are big winos as well, and they're just, every time I share them, like a different type of bottle with them, they are just always blown away. So if, you know, if you're thinking about it, just debating, come in as a customer. Like I said, you have nothing to lose, right? And if you become in as an ambassador and you get 3 customers, you know, your wine, as long as you have 3 customers, your wine will be free that following month. If you have 1 customer come in, then, you know, in 3 months' time, your wine will be free. If you get 2 customers come in, then 2 months later, your wine will be free, and so forth. So it's really a win-win. And you, like I said, you have amazing wines, and there's no artificial sulfites, you guys. These wines are just, you know, they're like, again, I can't even, I'm going to sound like Rory because I'm just not going to shut up. I'm going to be like, la, 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 right? But just, you know, these wines really are amazing. So no artificial sulfites. You don't get that headache the next day. It's amazing. You know, I mean, of course, unless you drink like 5 bottles, and you probably will feel a little, but, but anyway, there's me.
Yeah, but it'll be a fun trip.
What's
It
that?
looks like Peter's back.
It'll be a fun trip getting there.
Exactly. And I'm also going to bring up this September, Labor Day weekend, you guys, we have our trip to Napa. We are able to go there and go and visit our own vineyard. Okay. And you can experience it all. You can meet the guy who takes care of our vineyard. We did it last year. It was absolutely amazing and so fun. We literally got to stomp the grapes. Jackie and I did it at the same time. And we actually caught on camera a girl that was there and actually fell over, and just, it was hilarious. But
And that girl was not me, by the way. Just saying.
yeah, no, it was not Jackie or I. No, definitely not. But you know, it was, we had breakfast, we watched the sunrise, and then we had dinner there. We get to try all the new wines coming out. And so, but with that, you have to be a Grand Cru. And I'm telling you right now, you want to be a Grand Cru, because those Grand Cru wines, wow. The best thing I've ever had. AVP is definitely my favorite. Always has been, always will be. I love that wine. It's my absolute favorite. Everybody knows that. But you guys, you know, you want to come to Napa, upgrade to a Grand Cru, and come meet us all in person. We can all hang out and, you know, talk about our business and, you know, how to make things even better and have fun. So, all right, let's go back to Mr. Fleming. What you got going on over there?
Yeah, all right, sweet. So basically what I did is I started out and I put some butter in a pan. I browned the garlic and I cooked the mushrooms until good and brown and small, and all the water came out of it. And then I set those aside into a bowl. And I cooked the pasta. The pasta, this is a great meal because it's super quick. It only takes about 15 minutes, 20 minutes to cook. And the pasta literally took like 2 minutes. It was fresh pasta. It wasn't frozen pasta or bagged pasta. It was fresh. And now I'm making the pasta sauce. So basically what I did was I started off with 2 tablespoons of butter, and I added some heavy whipping cream, about a 1/4 cup, a little bit more than a 1/4 cup because I like a little bit more cream. And then I added truffle cheese to it, and I melted the truffle cheese. And then it tells me to take some of the pasta water and put it in to not make it so thick, not make it so thick. Anyways, I used wine instead. So now basically I'm waiting for all the cheese to melt completely. And then I'm
Don,
gonna
what wine
dump
did you put in there, baby?
The
What wine did
Hudson.
you put in there?
But-
Oh,
So
okay.
my-
So you
I'm
did put
doing the sparkling Hudson. And the reason is because a sparkling normally you would eat with or drink with you could do it with a dessert like what Laura's cooking or making, or you would have it at the beginning. It'd be like right when you show up to the party, you get a glass of sparkling, right? Or you get some of those people that like to put stuff in their sparkling, like orange juice, right? Well, I'll tell you right now, the Hudson, I probably wouldn't put orange juice in. If I was going to do that, I'd get one of those cheap things, But Rory will tell you the Hudson is great with orange juice. So you guys do what you want to do. That's awesome. That's what I love about wine. Everybody's different.
I
So-
absolutely love that you're cooking with champagne because I've never cooked with champagne before, but I'm gonna try that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. If you're cooking and you want to cook the wine, you'll get a little bit of the flavor. The truffle is definitely going to take over this meal. So that's what I wanted to talk about truffles really quick. So, truffle cheese. I got truffle cheese. I found that at the mall today, of all places, a cheese place in the mall. But I got truffle oil. I got truffle black garlic Parmesan. And then I got this thing from Trader Joe's. It's called truffle powder seasoning. So you can find truffle a lot of places. I don't know if you know about truffles, but truffles are actually very hard to come by and they're very expensive. Just the way they're picked, right? So instead you can go a little bit cheaper route, more affordable, and you can get, either a seasoning like this. You can get the truffle oil. This is a white truffle oil. They make a black truffle oil also. Or you can go with the cheese. The cheese is a little bit more expensive just because cheese is expensive, right? But it's really good.
It's still cheaper than fresh truffle.
All cheese is good. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if it's what it is. All cheese is amazing.
Yeah, right?
I was at a
So-
restaurant once where the truffle salesman came in with the white truffles, and he literally had them in a steel suitcase handcuffed to his arm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So truffles, if you get a real truffle, they're thousands of dollars. They're not like $10, $15, $20. They're really expensive. And it's the way they're picked. I've done a little bit of research on it, but basically a fire has to happen and then truffles can grow. And the way they find them normally is by a dog, a truffle dog. So kind of interesting, but basically now I've dumped the mushrooms into the sauce. I'm going to mix that up a little bit. Then my pasta already cooked, right? So I'm going to dump that in there, mix it up, and I'm going to be good to go here in about less than 5 minutes. I have a Caesar salad on the side. That's going to go good with the Parmesan, and voila, that is going to be my creamy truffle mushroom pasta. What do we think about that?
Maybe
It
taco.
sounds
Chris just
delicious.
said maybe taco could be a truffle dog. What?
Maybe
Yeah.
teach them how to hunt truffles.
I'm not gonna eat my dog. Come on.
Yeah, they used to use
Jeez.
pigs. They used to use pigs for truffles, but the problem was the pigs would eat the truffles.
Side biz.
So now they
True
use
statement.
dogs because they can actually. And truffles are one of the largest organisms on Earth. They've been having a hard time figuring out how they grow. They've never been able to cultivate them. They have to be grown wild. But it turns out that the truffles in Italy and in the truffle regions it's actually one single organism that'll cover 20, 30 miles, and it's all
Yeah.
connected. So in the meantime, I got my corn going here, and I'm going to try to shine the light on so you can see it on the grill. It is, it's charring beautifully, and it smells sort of like popcorn here. So in a couple minutes, I'm going to take it off and start the next phase of it. So, but let's see what Laura's doing in the meantime.
It's funny you say that. It smells like popcorn. I don't know. Anybody that has a dog on here, do you all feel the same when your dogs wake up in the morning, their feet smell like popcorn? I love the smell. It's like so addictive. Anybody that doesn't have a dog would be like, what? Like, you're crazy. But no, when I wake up in the morning, my mission is to like grab one of Taco's feet and be like, It's just, I
Well,
love the smell.
my brother dropped by with his dog this morning and woke me up and by the dog hopping up on my bed. So I kind of think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Peter, before we go to Laura, what heat are you cooking that corn on so that it
High.
doesn't char too much?
Good
Oh no,
question.
you could just go full blast on it.
And it's fresh corn, right?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't
Okay.
par cook it or anything. I just shucked it and put it straight on the grill. And you can
Perfect.
feel it. You can feel it. It's just about done right now. So I'm going to be taking it off in a second. But yeah,
Okay.
let me see if I can. I'll put the camera on it again so you can.
So you
or
didn't put it in foul or anything. You just, I mean, it's straight up on the grill, right?
Just straight on the grill. Yep. Can you see? Can y'all see that? I don't know if the flashlight's getting it good enough or
No, it's just the camera's not
the camera's
going
not on.
down
yet.
enough.
Okay,
Maybe
let's see.
squat down. Yeah, there you go. There you
we
go. Oh,
Okay,
that
there
looks so
you got it.
good.
You got it. Okay, so it's just
Those
straight
are
up.
huge. Those are
Yeah.
huge.
No, I think it's just the angle on it. They're normal sized corn for here.
Oh, they look big.
They're nice corn. They're pretty nice corn. I'm in Connecticut right now, so
Ah.
enjoying Adele's beach cottage.
Yes, I was gonna ask where you guys were. I figured you were there.
Don't think I'm in Arizona sitting outside? No.
Yeah. I know, you guys would be like melting into a puddle.
Yeah. So I'm pulling this off the grill now, and I will be doing the next stage next time we come around. So
Taking it
let's
off
see
the
how-
grill. Sorry, it was hard to hear you. You're taking it off the
Oh,
grill?
I'm taking it off the grill now, and I will let's see what everyone else is doing. When you come back to me, I'll do the final parts of it.
All right. Yes. Let's go to Laura. How is your dessert coming along?
It's great. So I'm going to give you guys some options. I'll show you what I'm doing. So you can get these mini angel, I'm going to use angel food cake. These mini angel food cakes, they come usually in a 6-pack. Okay. Some other options that you have are the regular ones that are the sponge cake in a 6. These are also great. Okay. And then sometimes you may not want to make a mini one. So you can just buy the bigger one that's one. It's like a sponge cake and you can just make one strawberry shortcake out of it. So you have lots of options there. So what I do at the beginning when I'm working with this is I use a pair of scissors. When I take one of these little cakes and I cut around, I leave about maybe, I got to speak American. So it's about a centimeter. So maybe a quarter inch, sorry. Yeah. So a quarter
Love
inch,
it.
I cut around, sorry. Yeah. The inside, just like that, because I want to hollow it out a little bit to put in the goodness, right? So then I dig it out. Don't dig it out right to the bottom. You want to leave maybe another quarter inch, right? Okay, Chris Babb, you're in trouble.
I know, right? We're gonna smack him in Napa.
Yeah.
'Cause I know he's gonna
All right.
be there.
Okay, so basically it looks like this. You can make it a little bit wider around the edge. I just did this one like right now. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this piece that you've taken out of the middle and you're going to cut it in half the width. Okay, so we'll start with that. So now I have my cutout and I have this piece. So what I do from there is the first thing I'm going to add is the vanilla pudding. Does everyone love pudding? Pudding, right?
Yeah.
So I made 2 types. You can get the one that's the sheriff in that you make. You can make it from scratch, okay? Or you can, if you're super lazy, no judgment, you can also use pudding cups, okay? So whatever is easiest for you. This is a really easy dessert to make, okay? So basically, you're gonna take a spoonful of the pudding.
Oh.
Don't put too much. Okay? And you're going to put it into the bottom there. That's the first layer. Okay. And then what you're going to do is I bought strawberries today. So I cut them 2 different ways. The first way is sliced it so they're flat. That would look like this. Okay. Like this.
Yep.
Perfect. Yes.
And then I cut some with just the top off. These are the ones that go on top. Okay.
Ooh.
God, those are beautiful berries.
Oh my God. I want them all. I love strawberries. So
So
good.
then what I'm going to do is I put my pudding in there and now I'm going to take 3 or 4 of the slices and just put it in there to create another layer. Okay. Don't make it too thick, guys, right? Keep it simple. And then I'm going to put the slice that I had cut on top of that. So now we're
Ooh.
halfway done. So you've packed it. Now we're going to finish it off with the top and the extra strawberries. Over to you guys.
Okay, Stacy, what is this Oreo cake? That sounds incredible.
Yeah, Stacy.
Oreo cake, Oreo. Ugh, God.
Oreo
When I was
anything,
younger,
Deanna.
what?
I said Oreo anything.
Exactly. When I was younger, my sister and I, we would take like Oreos and vanilla ice cream, and we would put the Oreos in it and crush it up with a spoon and make like our own like homemade blizzard. So good. Anything Oreo's good.
You probably, Sonic probably got that from you, baby girl.
I'm hoping this looks like it's
Yes,
frosting.
absolutely. All right, Peter, what's up with you?
Okay, well, I got the corn off the grill and I have all my stuff to go on it.
Yummy.
I have melted butter. I have a mixture of half and half of sour cream and mayonnaise.
No, this is
Ooh.
And then I have cotija cheese, which is so a Mexican version of Parmesan.
Oh my goodness.
So I told you this is diet food. So first thing I do is I take this melted butter and thoroughly coat.
Gotta have butter on your corn. Absolutely.
Oh,
Adele's reaching for that wine. We see you.
yeah. She knocked over my
Not on camera, Adele.
Just a minute, guys.
Yeah, so it's doused with butter. Now the mayonnaise. Get it nice and coated. I don't know. I hope you guys can see this at least somewhat.
Yep.
Well, they saw me steal the wine.
They saw you steal the wine, yeah. So, little al fresco cooking here because it's just too nice to be inside.
Wow.
Get it thoroughly coated with mayonnaise and sour cream.
Wow.
Now the cheese, and just completely bury it in cheese.
Oh, I've never heard of this before. Like when you said that earlier, I was like, what the heck is Mexican corn? Like street corn. And I am so making that next.
Yep. I made it for dinner. I made it with dinner about a week ago, and it was such a hit that Adele wanted that for dinner the next night.
Well, you know it's good when Adele loves it. I'm just saying.
You got it.
Right,
Yeah.
Adele?
You got it, guys.
Yeah.
that's one. So I made hers first, and I'm going to make the rest of the batch. So
Yummy.
while I assemble these, go ahead and let's see what Sean's up to.
Yes. All right. Sean Fleming, what you got?
All right, so I am done. Here is my creamy
Oh my
Truffle
God, that looks fabulous.
mushroom.
Yum.
Yeah, so now, I've dished it up. See, I told you all the steps, right? I put the mushrooms in the sauce, and then I put the pasta in the sauce. I mixed it all together so everything is all yes. And then I'm gonna take some fresh parsley. I'm just gonna top it off, and it
Yummy.
says that
Me too, Char.
it says to put some grated truffle cheese on top. But this cheese is so soft that I couldn't find any grated truffle cheese. So what I did was instead I just put some extra in the sauce and melted it. So this thing is super cheesy, gooey deliciousness. I'm gonna put a little.
Sean. You're killing me over
yeah.
here.
I need a
Sean.
bib. I'm telling you guys, I need.
Yeah, I'm super hungry actually.
I'm
And
hungry
then
now, too. It's like.
and then I made a Caesar salad, so I'm gonna put some on here, and then we're gonna call it a day right there. So then we're gonna taste it. Are we at tastings yet? Are we?
Now let's go around again.
Right.
And we can taste
Oh,
it.
sweet. Okay.
We want to go around again.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
how's it going?
Sure.
We lost Laura.
Okay, well,
Yay.
while we find Laura again, Jackie, why don't you tell everyone a little about the club?
Okay, I'm happy to. Deanna kind of alluded to it a little bit, y'all, but This is a fantastic, what we call a discoveries club. And the reason that we call it a discoveries club is because we want people to learn about wine to broaden their palates, right? Like everyone has said, these wines come exclusively for this wine club from Napa and Sonoma, which is one of the best regions in the world, if you don't know that. And our winemakers are from generations of families that have made wine over a long period of time. And what I alluded to at the beginning of the call was, you know, we have Tanya Rickard, Roy Rickard, Peter Antonino, and Brett Hudson, who are all owners of our club. But more importantly, they come together every 90 days to taste the wines for our next 90-day allotment. And they do a fantastic job of that. But it's a lot of fun. It is an education along the way. You know, that's why we do the wine and dine, so that you can have these culinary cooks, i.e., our members in their homes cooking fabulous ethnic dishes that, by the way, they will be providing pages to you with all the recipes. But Deanna touched on it. You can come in simply as a customer. You get 4 bottles for $99. And if you want to just try it, come in as a customer. Get back with the person that spoke with you. And then if you want to join us and expand your horizon and make this a business, it is a fantastic business, y'all. Wine is not going anywhere. We talk a lot about, you know, Jesus turned water into wine millions of years ago, and it is still here today. The unfortunate thing about us Americans, and we have the Canadians on here tonight, is that when Prohibition started back years ago, we lost, I think, 2 decades of wine education. And so when you go to Italy or you go to France or you go to any of the European countries, and I'm full-blooded Italian, so I grew up drinking wine, and I hope I don't offend anybody, but if I offend you, I'm not going to apologize, because it is a culture. Wine is considered a food. And when you pair good wine with good food, you experience something that you will never experience. So if you're on the fence or you're just kind of kicking the tires, get back to the person that brought you here this evening, and they are happy to explain it to you, and we will welcome you with open arms.
Well said, Jackie. That was awesome. Yes.
And that was like
Absolutely.
off the cuff, man. Woo-hoo! Yeah, could do it, man.
And by the way, if you don't make it to some of these trips to spend time with people like Jackie and Deanna, you're missing out.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're a hoot, you guys. We're a hoot. Just saying. Especially Jackie. Oh my goodness. I had a blast with her in Hawaii. She was just, and even last year in Napa, and we all hung out, and I never laughed so hard in my entire life, you guys. I love the fact that I've met, you know, not only is this my business, but I've met some incredible people. And I love everybody that I work with and everybody within this organization. It's just, we really are a family. And I know Roy said that a few times on his calls, because we're a family, and we work together, we look out for one another, and we're just, you know, we're really blessed to be here, you guys. And, you know, if there is anybody else that's here that's contemplating on coming into what we do, I mean, you're hearing it here. It's, you know, come on, join us, right? Because it's going to be the best decision of your life. And if you just want to come in with the wine, I mean, hello.
Yeah.
Right? It's right, Peter. He's like, yeah. Yeah. It's a no-brainer, right?
You know, it's my mission is to change the way people enjoy wine. So
yeah.
But now I have Adele here who very badly wants to bite into her corn. So I don't want to hold her back another minute.
Go ahead, baby. You go, girl.
What do you think?
We can't see Adele. Adele, you're not on camera. Don't worry.
You're in the dark. Okay.
Yeah, no, we can only, oh, yeah, I see your corn. I see it. I see your corn.
Awesome.
But no, Adele, we only see Peter eating. You're good to go. Chomp away.
It's
And
good.
excuse
Oh.
me, but I would be amiss, and I apologize to Miss Adele, but she is the absolute ringleader of all of those people that I said a while ago that go to Napa every 90 days because
Oh, yeah.
she does make it happen. So
Oh,
gotta
thank
love
you.
on Miss Adele.
Yes, you guys, if you guys come to Napa, Adele is definitely someone that you need to meet. She is just such a doll. I love her so much. Her and Peter both, actually. They're such dolls. I love them. I love you guys. I miss you guys. It's only been like, a few weeks, but oh my goodness. I miss everybody.
We're gonna get
I
to the
miss
tasting.
everybody.
So let's go taste. Come on, we gotta go taste. Let's go.
All right, yeah.
Oh, half of my corn's gone at this point.
So okay, Sean.
I'm
do
anyway,
tasting.
I'm
Oh,
pairing it with
sorry.
our More Than You Chardonnay because corn and Chardonnay are just an absolute natural pairing. And when you add cheese and cream and the nuttiness of the grill, it really so.
Wow, and I love street corn. We have a lot of street corn in Dallas, so yeah.
Oh,
I never thought to pair that with a wine though, but I will.
no, you gotta have it with Chardonnay. You'll have a great.
Crispy Chardonnay, baby. Crispy Chardonnay. That's the only way to have it.
That's it.
Jackie, there's an R in there.
You out, Mr. Wow.
Chardonnay.
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 Right on. Yeah. So that More Than Muse Chardonnay, I was going to have with my meal tonight, but I didn't talk to Peter. I talked to Laura, and Laura said she's, back to the story of what she's pairing hers with. So, yeah. All right. So I'm going to be very honest with you. I've already tasted this pasta.
And
and it is amazing.
Oh.
I can't reach too far back there. But
back. Where's
wow.
Sarah? Where's Sarah? Why didn't she
The-
there?
She's over there on the couch.
Oh, hi Sarah. We miss you.
We're gonna put it this way. Her pasta's gone.
I have no doubt.
I literally just handed it to her. So
I have no doubt.
all right, so here we go.
That's gonna be
So,
good.
I'm gonna pretend that I haven't tasted this yet.
Okay, you pretend.
And I'm going in. And I've already tasted the wine too. So we're gonna start over, redo here. I don't know how I'm gonna eat this salad, honestly.
Who wants salad after you're eating that, baby?
I don't know, right? All right. Wow. It is super good. I really don't want to talk to you guys anymore. I just want to eat.
Did you
Just
do
wanna
your
eat.
test so we can get the recipe, Sean?
That's
in
on
the
there
chat.
somewhere. It's
I
in the
put it-
chat somewhere.
I put it in the chat, but I can
I
put
named
it
it.
again.
I named it mini strawberry cheesecakes or whatever, something like that.
I posted the wrong one and then I posted the right one. So thank you, Rita, for correcting me on that. I didn't realize.
Wow, the truffle is so good. The truffle cheese is so good. So I didn't buy that originally. I was just going to use truffle oil, and I'm so glad that I bought that cheese because that cheese really, it made it super creamy because it was a soft cheese, so it melted really well in there and made it super creamy.
You know
And,
what? I don't think I've ever had truffle cheese. So what does truffle cheese taste like?
I was curious about that because I don't think I've ever seen it either.
Yeah.
So okay, so it's very similar to brie.
Okay.
But it's got a very strong truffle. You know what truffle tastes like. So truffle pretty much tastes the same everywhere you go, right?
Right.
But with that cheese, it's almost got like a blue cheese or in between a blue cheese and a brie flavor.
Wow.
Super good.
Wow.
Wow.
So now I'm going in for the wine. Here, let's do this. And yeah, I was telling you, I would have done this with the More Than Muse Chardonnay. Or the Freedom Chardonnay, but yeah,
Well, you get to cook it again and you could have it with that, baby.
that's right.
I mean, really, you guys, wine goes with everything. Who are we kidding?
I bet it'll go with that though. I'm interested
wow.
to see. Yeah, I
Mm.
thought so. Don't choke. It would be a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
inconvenient if you choked, okay?
So I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the first time I've ever had bubblies with a meal. It's different. It's really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our Hudson is it's not super oaky. It's not super it's very crisp, and this smooth, like they both smooth together. They balance out. There is no sharpness. It's still got the wine still got a little kind of like an appley flavor to it,
Mhm.
but wow, it's very good. Are we done? Are we done on here yet? I need to eat.
Just
So
about, but
you guys are interrupting my dinner time right now.
Okay, Sean, no,
Holy
you can
smokes.
mute out and Laura is next.
I'm sweating. It's that good. I'm just gonna
John,
say.
Baby.
before Laura comes
Enjoy
in,
your
I'll tell you
dinner.
one thing.
What's that?
Before Laura comes in, you were talking about truffles and how expensive the real ones are. Well, as some of you know, there's all these, we have our leaderboards where you can earn points to get the travel cash for Napa. And if you get enough, you might get some special experiences.
Right.
At some point, some of you who earn enough, I'll take you somewhere and we'll get real truffles.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Party. I want to be on that party train.
Yeah, well,
We will be. I'm climbing up there. I'm climbing up the ladder, you guys.
so
Getting to the top.
earn those
Let's
points.
see
Earn
what
those
Miss
points.
Laura got, D.
What's that?
Let's see what Miss Laura's
It's really
got.
good.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right,
Laura.
so thanks, guys. So great, great meal so far. Everybody's been awesome. So then I finished off my dessert by adding Cool Whip on the top and additional strawberries. You can also do a fresh whipped cream, but you need to put it in the freezer for about a half hour to solidify the Cool Whip and the strawberries together. And this is what it looks like.
Oh,
My
God.
God.
Oh.
Holy Jesus, that looks delicious.
Right? So then if I cut it in half,
Deliciousness.
yeah,
That
you got
looks
all
really
the delicious cream inside
Oh.
here with the extra strawberries and the pudding. So it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm pairing this with the Hudson as well, but we have a special treat tonight. So this is my bottle of Hudson. So and I'm going to be savoring that for anybody who doesn't know what that is. Basically, it's when you see the guys in France take the sword in champagne and open the bottle like that. So I was in France in March, and I picked up a knife. I picked up a saber, and I would just qualify this by saying I've been training in martial arts for 30 plus years. Don't do this at home. Okay.
In other words, don't try it, Jackie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or me, because I am like accident prone. You guys all know that.
The
Scooter
cool thing
girl.
about
Anyway.
a saber knife is that you can see that it's not sharp. Okay. So when you do this, you actually want to saber on the seam of the bottle. So when I was in France, they did it in front of me and they showed me. So on our there it is. So I can feel the seam on the bottle right there. So I'm going to take you guys outside because if I do this in the kitchen, my husband will kill me.
Make sure the doggies are put up too.
Yeah, the dogs are in. We're good.
And by the way,
All right,
if
so
you do this,
come with me.
make
Okay.
sure
Wait,
you
I
do
thought you were 30 years of martial arts. Why would your
30 plus
husband kill
years.
you? Why would your husband
He's
kill you?
also a martial artist.
Yeah,
and
you
he's
could
been
kick
doing
his
it long
ass. I
time.
mean, his butt. Sorry, I said a bad word. You could use his tushy.
Because it's gonna make a
Oh,
mess,
look at the
Sean.
lights,
It's
you
gonna
guys.
make
Look
a
at this.
mess. Watch. It's
Look at
gonna
the
make a
lights.
mess, like a big mess.
Yeah, we got a hot tub down there, so we'll probably have our come closer, babe. Closer. So they can see. Can you guys see everything?
Yeah.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
ready? Watch, you guys.
Yes.
Okay, Laura, talk first, so we can
Okay.
see you, and no one else talk. Talk, Laura.
Okay, so here we go. I think the bottle might be too cold. Yeah, it's too cold. Let me open another one. Just stay tight. Keep talking.
You need to step back a little bit so we can see it.
Yeah.
Just
hubby.
say, just a little tip.
But yeah, when she goes back, you guys, no one talks. So she's full screen. Make sure you switch to speaker view. Okay. Click on the upper right-hand corner and click on
I had it
speakers.
in-
You can all see her. Okay. So, all right, I'm going to, okay, Laura, you go.
Yeah, so part of the problem is when they teach you to do this, they tell you to put the sparkling or the champagne in the freezer till it's almost slushy, but what happens is the bottle gets a little too cold, right? And it doesn't always work. So, okay, there's the scene. Here we go.
Can see, okay.
Yeah, you can see. Ready? Oh, part of that came off. It didn't work. Okay. Oh, there it goes. I did it.
Oh, woo!
Excited.
Hey.
All right. So basically, it's a clean cut at the top. There's no sure. Always get that question, and we'll go back in. And it's very, very pourable, right? So basically, you can drink right from it. You can see that it's been cut clean. And there you go. You got a little, lift it up a little bit, babe.
That is
More.
awesome.
That is phenomenal. Good job, sister. Good job.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks so much.
The
This
last time I seen that, we were,
bring it on.
sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, Laura. What'd you say?
I said this with the strawberry shortcake, just bring it on.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. The last time I seen someone do that, we were in Vegas, you guys, and we had the penthouse on top of the Palms for a wine social. And there was a girl there and she was out on the balcony and she did the exact same thing. And that was the first time I ever seen it. And I was like, wow, that is so cool. And same thing, it popped off and it just kind of went everywhere. And but she had this big long sword thing. It was like crazy, but it was really, really, really cool to see. So thank you, Laura, for doing that. That was amazing.
Great job.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was, I don't know if you remember, but I did one with that sword too.
Oh, did you?
Yes, that was on one of our early wine and dines.
Oh, I must have
Right
missed
on
that.
that
Did I miss
penthouse.
it? Maybe.
Yep.
Or maybe.
Laura,
Okay.
we need Laura to taste with her. You know, we need
Yep.
her to pair.
Yes, you need to taste. Yeah, taste the Hudson with your strawberry shortcake.
And there's a reason strawberries and champagne.
I was
are
gonna give
best.
that to my husband. I just took it back from him, so. This is delicious.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
That looks wonderful.
Oh,
my God.
and
My
Cool
Michael
Whip.
would be
I'm a
happy.
fan of Cool Whip. Yes.
And the strawberries are semi-frozen. So good.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm feeling a hot day. Sorry about my dog, you guys.
Delicious, you guys. Just delicious.
Wow. Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you.
well,
So
Great meal,
Jack,
you
you wanna
guys.
Wrap it up.
I think we're ready to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed the show this evening and check back with us next Wednesday because same time, same channel. Bye for now.
Absolutely. And if anybody has any questions about anything about Wine Ambassador, sorry, I'm throwing a toy for my dog, becoming a customer, becoming, an ambassador and actually making commission off this, like reach out to any of us, we're all available. We're all here to answer anybody's questions. And, we love what we do, you guys. And we want you all to be the same. Love what you do and enjoy life and have fun and be happy. So have a great night, you guys. Thank you for joining and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.